Most homeowners screw this one thing up, but the banks love when you do it. And that's when you fall in love with a low interest rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage. This is the one strategy you need to understand if you're buying a home or you currently have a mortgage. And that strategy is called a first lien HELOC. And let me show you what I did with a client today. We're going to be refinancing his primary residence. His loan balance would be about $400,000 and he owes about $800,000 on his home currently. Interest rate is 3.25%. He's been in his loan for 36 months. I see a lot of these scenarios every single day. The 3.25%, you never want to touch your loan because you have been brainwashed by the bank to think that that's the best way to carry a mortgage. Every month, he's depositing about $12,500 into our line of credit. He's also got about $75,000 that will be left over from excess cash that he has, as well as taking some cash out of his house as far as his equity goes. Now, because I'm paying off all of his credit card debt and his car payments, he will be left over with about $6,000 at the end of the month after we pay all of his expenses. Now, remember, on a first lien HELOC, we're using the line of credit as our checking account. We've got $12,500 going in. We're going to pay all of our bills, credit cards, no car payments, any utility bills, anything that we have left over. But for my client in this case, he's got no other debt for the most part, just spending money for fun, basically. Here's his current mortgage, $400,000. We're paying it off in 27 years on a traditional 3.25% mortgage. Here's our HELOC. We're paying it off in 49 months, saving him $141,000 in interest, paying off that $400,000 debt. Now, so many of you see these videos and you think I'm full of it because why would I ever want to leave my 3% mortgage? Well, here's why. Because in 49 months, we've paid off $400,000 worth of debt. And you can see that here. Under our loan balance, we owe absolutely nothing. In your 3.25% mortgage, you would still owe $359,000 because you've only paid down $40,000 worth of principal. A lot of haters out there always hate on the interest rate on this HELOC. I'm using an average rate of 8.3% to model these numbers. And this is what the payoff gets. Well, why would I leave my 3% for my 8% interest rate? Well, when you look at the effective rate, which is based upon the actual amount of interest we're paying back the bank, which is $59,000, that's the equivalent of your effective APR of 0.9%. That's why I'll take an 8% HELOC any day of the week because this is what I'm truly paying back the bank to borrow the money. So make sure to follow my page if you're tired of making the banks rich.